Givens. What I will never know about girls unless I ask you, Mom. What I will never know about girls unless I ask you, Mom. Victoria Givens.
Like holding up a gigantic piece of watermelon on a 4th of July picnic, my 15-year-old son asked the question every mother would like to be asked. To shape the generations, to mold his thinking, and to devour that moment, I was in the finest communication process in that moment. My adolescent son wanted to know what he will never hear from the media, his peers. He could only know by me. And I was terrified. I was terrified because the truth was, I could just imagine having had a heartache just a year before, what it would be like for my 15-year-old son to have his heart broken. Would anyone want an adolescent child that's going through a hormonal cocktail to experience that? How many of you experienced it as adults, having a heart attack? So, I made a very courageous decision. I had 2 discussions, and I had to choose which one I was going to have with my son. The one that would protect his heart, or the one I could scare the bejesus. I'm going to share with you the one that I didn't have. I said, son, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you a secret that no woman will ever tell you, but I'm going to tell you because I think it's fair that I tell you what you don't know because you don't know what you don't know. And when a girl gets in front of you and you are arguing, I want you to know that you don't know that she doesn't know that you know. She knows that you don't know. And on that, you don't know. And the other thing I'd like to tell you is something that is very prized. People will write about it, and people will talk about it, but you will not experience it until you live it, is that when you meet a woman, hopefully, you're old enough to handle that woman. She's going to steal your heart. She's going to suck your brains out of your head, and your brains are going to go out your back end, and your father and I are going to have to get a shovel and scrape it off because you're going to drop out of college. We just know it. And you're going to leave all your aspirations. We can just see. So this is what I'd like you to know. You have to put a psychic shield around you. Yes. Your father and I will handle that. We will send energy, psychic shield around you. And you will have to understand that you are absolutely helpless to the flick of the hair, the sparkle in the eye, the shape of her leg. And we just want you to know, you can do it. Maybe not. We just hope we don't have to pay tuition for you to go redo it again because she sucked your brains and your GPA is on a wall somewhere at a college that we paid for. But I also want to tell you something that's very exciting. And I want you to know that most men at your father's age still haven't figured this out. That women have a power. It's called the Mae West power. And I'll demonstrate. Earlier this morning, I put a couple dollars down, and I will demonstrate. Look what happens to my dollars. Okay? I want you to see what women can do. So instead of divorcing you, she'll just go shopping. Don't worry about it. And the other part I wanted to remind you, and I don't think that I've demonstrated this the best, is that when you are dealing with a woman, a young girl, I want you to understand that we have descendants from the Arcturian race, and we actually have a different hereditary. We're a different species. And I just want you to understand that we are very careful who we let know this, because we have skills that you just don't have. And you're supposed to never understand us. In fact, if you understand us, you really don't understand us. We're allowing you to understand us, because it is a psychic power we have over you. And you have a defense. And I'm going to tell you what the defense is. Use your power wisely. When she wants to know every detail, there is an ability that she has, and it's a way to disperse your understanding, and it's called the Babylonizer. So women, when you're talking to them and they give you this look, okay, remember that. You're no longer talking English to her, okay? You're doing wah, 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 wah. It's not discussion. I told him to enjoy the first kiss. Enjoy being young. And just enjoy the differences between you and her.